Hello, my name is Ted. Not only I was a wetter, a chronic day nightmare, I was also a messer, which means I can BMX and any time. So the story goes is that when I was about 3 years old, after I got toilet trained, I still had not done accidents. I couldn't stop wetting myself in my bed. It stopped when I was 4, but I had no idea what would happen in the future. But then, just a month, 2 months after passed, I started wetting the bed where I was 4 years old half. I decided to hide my sheets under the bed. Sadly, my parents found it out while I was at daycare school slash. They were very disappointed. They told me if I wet the bed again, I would have to wear good nights or pull ups. I was really disappointed because I wanted to wear these diapers slash pull ups because my little sister also had to wear those, and not only she had to be in toy training, I also slept in the same room as her, but luckily I was on the lower floor. So I tried to stay awake at night, but unfortunately I missed did I couldn't. So I was disappointed, sad, devastated. I was given pull-ups that night. I told my mom to change myself. She said no. I was almost about to throw a fit when I realized I peed myself, and I told mom to change me right away. So my mom opened the room. I let her in, and then she put on a pull up on me. They put not forcefully, but very calmly. Which one positive note is that I had to wear it with Lightning the Queen on the front, which was honestly a nice Pixar movie. Even though that my parents had to put it on, and they told me that if one of the colors, there was one design to tell if it was wet or not, they showed me a demonstrating what could happen if I wet it. So I apologized to them. They gave me a chance. So they told me if I didn't do this, I would get in big trouble. I would have to go play in the playground for 5 hours with pantless and with only a shirt and a diaper slash pull up. So I they told me that or I'll have a great punishment. He told me if I was on drive for a month, I could wear my tight waist to bed. So after this, they put me in bed. They even gave me a bedline match sheet just in case if it were to leak or something. So I went to sleep in the so-called pull-up on with my pajamas on. The next morning, I woke up. I was embarrassed because I was wet. So I tried to make it to the bathroom, and then once I got in the bathroom, actually, I sat down on the toilet. I was just about to sit on it when my dad came in the bathroom. He pinched my pull up to see if it was wet. He's asked if I read the rules. I did, so I told him that I just had to BM. So I put my little toilet trainer seat on the toilet so that way I could be able to make a dumb poop on it, which luckily the Toyota Trinity I had one of my favorite shows on it, which was Go Diego Go. So I sat on it, mind my own business. He gave me a change of um um pull up and gave me plastic sheets over the wet ones. He said he wet the bed so bad it looks like an ocean. So they told me to wear good nights with plastic sheets on it, and which it luckily one pull up they bought me hat the Go Diego Go designs, which I was positive on that. I told them I wanted to switch to those ones. They agreed and that stuff, which I had no idea what was to happen next. I wet the bed for about 5 weeks until one day when I was at school I noticed that I not only wet myself, but I started to mess myself. So what happened was is that after recess, when I knew I had to BM. I tried to walk into the bathroom, but unfortunately, I didn't make it. I was super embarrassed. I thought I was a baby again, which luckily my teacher was nearby and I told her what happened. Luckily, they had spare pull ups at the daycare center slash preschool from a child that was already toilet trained, so they put those on me as like a backup. Then the teacher told my house. I was putting pull ups 24/7, not just nighttime, but even daytime. I was very scared, so my parents knew that I had to go to the doctor or emergency room to see what was going on. After a CT scan, X-rays and that other stuff, I had to spend the entire night at the hospital along with my parents and my sister. Fortunately, the doctor had both good news and bad news. He said that the bad news was that I was diagnosed with IBS, which stands for chronic illness, which it was a condition where my adjusting digestive system gets inflamed, and I'm lean to these BM accidents where I even poop myself. So this was terrible news, but the doctor had some good news, is that my bladder was not messed up. It was just mixture with this. I was so worried, and my parents were also, and my little sister were so worried. They got nervous. What if I was in regular school and this ended up happening and people start making fun of me? Luckily, after that incident, my mom decided to quit her job and she decided to take care of me as well as they put me in homeschool so that way I wouldn't have to worry about, having an accident at a regular school without having being mean, someone getting mean or making fun of me my problem, as supposed to help lessen my anxiety or embarrassment. Which a few years ago I met with a new neighbor who lived nearby, and I was shocked to discover is that she had the same condition as I had, which both my parents and I were, and my little sister were relieved because it made me understand I wasn't alone. So after we started to meet, we became best friends, and we even had a sleepover one night, and at each house every end of a week. So it continued on this way until we officially finished the school at late teenage to become an adult. We decided to actually get married, but only after we got married, we decided to move into a place where I would feel less anxious. So she told me that there was a online site that where you could actually have someone that could help you treat you like a baby and that other stuff. So I was a little nervous, but it would be a good backup in case my parents or her parents were no longer around. So I went for that option, even though I was a little embarrassed, but I was able to get a nice change pants and stuff, which even at nighttime I still had to wear these good nights, even during the day when in case if I poop myself. So luckily one of the places had a spare adult baby diaper those kind of things that sold out quickly, and they decided to put me on have one as backup just in case of my pull up unexpected week. So they put it over my good night pull up, so and my wife, so that way we could feel extra protected. So luckily we had a child. We only wanted to have one because of our condition and stuff. Luckily, the place that we lived at that around that which was not far away from our house, so we decided to actually we when we had to they were able to have a class where they could teach our child to be toilet trained, even though I had that condition, which unfortunately that condition that the doctor said years ago, it doesn't really have much cure to it, but after we had the child and stuff, we decided to um teach when the child got older. We decided to explain about the condition we have. So we decided to tell them that we had to use the bathroom instantly, as well as, and we had to wear these even though we are toy trained. We had to have them in case we had an accident or something. So this is a video I made this to understand not alone. So this is advice. So honey. Oh, it looks like really yours. Oh, sorry about this. We both me and my wife realized we just fooled our polar good nights, which means we both have MBM pube in them. So we gotta get going. So we have. Luckily, our instructor is nearby and is going to help us change us. So thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please understand we're not alone, even though we still have to wear those. But throughout these years, we realized we started to like our designs and started to like our condition. So especially they have cool designs. So hope you all enjoy.